Come on into my kitchen. I'm going to be making a seafood macaroni and cheese. You guys have seen me make my homemade southern mac and cheese, but y'all ain't seen me make a seafood mac and cheese. So come on into my kitchen and let's get into this recipe. Grab your notepad and take a look at all the ingredients because there will be additional ingredients added. All right, you guys, so we have washed our salmon, we have washed our shrimp, taking the tails off. Now the tails, I'm gonna save and freeze them because if I ever wanna get some seafood sauce or seasoning, I can use it from off those shells. So let's go ahead and boil our noodles. We'll boil our noodles as per the package, al dente. And you wanna make sure you boil them al dente. I did put some extra virgin olive oil in the water with some salt. So we're gonna go ahead now, strain the water, and do keep broth. I do add broth to my recipe. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take these macaroni noodles and go ahead and, while they're still hot, I'm gonna put it in the pan. And to that, I'm going to go ahead and add my, butter or margarine, whichever one you wanna use. I'm gonna use a stick and a half. And now I'm gonna go ahead and add my cheeses. Now you see I have two extra sharp cheddar cheese packages. I'm only gonna use one inside here, but also have a 2 pound worth of the Fiesta cheese that I'm going to be adding to this pan. Now the other bag of the extra sharp cheese, I will be adding as a topping on top once everything is mixed together and ready to go in the oven. Now I'm going to add this 16 ounce of sour cream. Now we're going to go ahead and mix everything up in the pan. And I like to do this while the noodles are still hot so that the butter, the cheeses, and the sour cream gets melded in with the noodles. I do not do roux, so this is the way you'll always see me do my macaroni and cheeses. We're going to add 5 large eggs. We're going to go ahead and get them beat. And add 3 to 4 cups of milk, and then we're going to add them to the macaroni mixture. And now we're going to give them a really good mix. And now we're going to go ahead and start adding our seasonings. We have some Creole seasoning that we're going to be adding directly to the macaroni mixture. We have our black pepper, adobo, Creole seasoning. Now we're going to go ahead and get this mixed up. And again, as you do your seasoning, you're going to again do your seasonings as per your taste. I will not be adding any salt. The only salt that was added was to the water when the noodles were boiling. So now we're going to go ahead and get these green onions cut up. We already have our skillet on the eye. We're going to put some extra virgin olive oil on the skillet, and we're going to saute those green onions. And then once we get a little saute on those green onions, we're going to go ahead and add the bag of spinach to the green onions. And go ahead and get that sauteed. And then we're going to set it aside, let it cool a little bit before we add it to our macaroni mixture. Okay, and while that's cooling, we're going to go ahead and add some more seasonings to our macaroni mixture. We're going to add some parsley flakes. And we're going to add some paprika for color. All right, so our spinach and onion is ready. We're going to go ahead and add it to the macaroni noodle mixture. and get it all mixed in. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get our salmon fillets ready. We're gonna put them in extra virgin olive oil, skin side down. Now we're gonna add the seasonings. We're gonna add that Creole seasoning. We're gonna add black pepper, adobo, and some soul seasoning. We're gonna let that skin fry till it get a little crisp. Then we're gonna flip that salmon patty over. We're not gonna let it cook all the way because it's going to bake in the oven for 30 minutes, and we don't want our seafood to be overcooked. Okay, so now that the salmon's done, we're gonna go ahead and get our shrimp all seasoned up. Some garlic powder, minced onion, onion powder, some backyard all-purpose seasoning, some more Creole seasoning, and black pepper. Some adobo, Creole seasoning, now we're gonna get it all mixed up. And once we get all these seasonings mixed onto these shrimp, we're gonna put some extra virgin olive oil in the same skillet, and we're going to saute them a little bit. And again, we're not gonna fully cook our seafood because it's gonna be cooking in the oven. We're gonna add some of this premium fish sauce. And let's go over to the stove. Okay, so we're just gonna keep them stirred. The stove is on a medium to high heat. So we're just gonna stir them around and make sure that they're cooked lightly on both sides. Okay, so this is about how you want it to look. Again, we will be putting it in the oven, so we do not want it to overcook. It will finish cooking in the oven. We're gonna go ahead and slice up our salmon fillet, and we're gonna cut it up in chunks because we are going to go ahead once we get it cut up. Look how nice that cuts up, so nice. Once we get it all cut up, we're gonna go ahead and put it in our macaroni mixture. This is how it looks now. Let's go ahead and add it. And now we're gonna go ahead and get our shrimp, and we're gonna put our shrimp in there. And once we get our shrimp put in there, we're gonna take and mix it all up again to make sure we get everything evenly distributed. And once everything is mixed up, we're gonna go ahead and add that bag of extra sharp cheddar on top. We're gonna bake it in the oven at 350 for 35 to 45 minutes, covered with aluminum foil, shiny side down. All right, so it's been 35 minutes. We're checking on it. And look at that. Don't that look delicious? I'm gonna put it back in the oven for another 15 minutes. So again, about 45 minutes total cook time. So it is gonna go back in the oven because this is a large pan of goodness. So yeah, we're gonna put it back in the oven, but I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna see the texture of it right now, see if it's how I want it before I put it back in there for another 15 minutes. All right, back in the oven it goes. I hope y'all like this recipe. And if you try it, let me know. Hit me up in the comment section below. You see I'm sprinkling some of that parsley flake on there. We're ready to take it to the table. We're going to mukbang that thing. So y'all come on to PromoSTK Reality TV's table and have a mukbang with us.